Interesting.
Huh, surprise. It's always fun, huh? Gonna ground and bubble up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just going to get the event up on Facebook to check comments.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, lots of heat coming in.
My hands are actually gone freezing, which is really interesting.
Portal.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
How did that happen? Did I do that? Or did it just happen? Sometimes with this stuff, you're like, how did I do that? What did I do? How do I do it again?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's just having that
Mm,
intention there. Like, we're going to connect to the
mm,
portal. Hello to
mm.
everyone who is hopping on. I'm just getting the live up so we can check comments. Awesome. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm on the live version. So you might hear
Portal.
some
Hello to everyone.
There we go. All right. Now I want to get your
Some...
live back up. There we go. That's better. So welcome everyone. This is so exciting. Can you feel the energy? It already feels, what's the word? Like, to me, it was exciting. Like I said, my hands have gone cold because our intention today is to tap into the 21st of December portal, which is going to catapult us into this new age of Aquarius, which is so exciting. Big things are going to change and shift for all of us, whether we like it or not. But that's a part of the big mission for all of us, isn't it? We're ascending. So I have the most beautiful soul, Rebecca McCann, here with us today. She also is a light language, what do you call it, healer, activator, transmitter?
I don't know. I guess like channel. Somebody was asking me about light language, and I says, well, technically, all languages have been channeled. English, Spanish, Latin,
True,
and
yes.
it's just another avenue for you to communicate. And each language comes through a different area in the body. And for light language, for me, it bypasses the brain, which is great. A lot of the times, most of us do that anyway, but now you can do it with a higher vibration.
Hi, Debbie. How are you, darling?
Hi.
Beautiful. So I guess we're sort of just going to go with the flow today and see what comes through. We're going to connect with the portal situated in Uluru, which is really amazing. It's like a day's drive behind me. So I'm really excited about that. Uluru is so fucking powerful. It is, well, they say it's the solar plexus of Mother Earth, which means that not only she holds a lot of fear, but she also sort of connects through ley lines all the other portals on the planet. She's actually going to be receiving a lot more, and she already does, extraterrestrial visitors who are going to help us with our spiritual technology here on Earth, which is going to help in the ascension and the way we do things. So it's very exciting. I'm going to see what comes through.
I like that.
Yeah, it's very magical.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so my original intention was that we could connect to the unified field, which I guess we can also do maybe at the end to give a bit of a collective guidance by tapping into that field. But to start with, I thought we will tap into that portal and any beings connected with that portal at the moment and see what comes through in the form of light language or guidance for this coming year.
I like that.
So, and we're actually going to connect you all to the Uluru portal too. So we can do that now and then we'll see what comes through. How does that feel?
Yeah, let's do that, because I don't know. I've only heard you talk about it, and I know nothing about it, so I'm interested. Like, I love kind of flying blind
Yeah.
and like connecting to something and then validating or verifying after.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
So let's all just close our eyes and really just consciously slowing down your breath, getting into a nice relaxed space wherever you are. If you aren't able to do this now, maybe you can watch this later. So just finding a nice quiet space to sit or lie down and slowing down that breath. Just breathing in and out through your heart space. And Rebecca and I will actually help bubble each and every one of you up for this connection today. Setting the intention to create a circle of light around each and every one of you watching this now or later. You are completely safe, connected and protected in this circle of light, and just breathing in that beautiful source energy that surrounds you at all times. Breathing into your body and exhaling that beautiful light throughout your being. Lighting up your cells, raising your vibration, and then just calling back your energy now, calling back all parts and pieces of you, divine aspect of you, and your higher self, who's all powerful and knows exactly what you need for your highest good at this time. So we are now going to bring your awareness to the top of your crown chakra, which is a portal in and of itself. And just without thinking about it, just allow your consciousness to lift up out through your crown chakra portal into a beam of light which has infinite intelligence and knows exactly where we are going. And within an instant, we are each teleported to the ULURU portal. Just you and your consciousness, not overthinking anything here, and just noticing what you see, feel, imagine, or sense. For me, I am standing on the top of the highest point in ULURU. I have never been there, but that is what I am feeling. And my feet feel extra grounded to this earth. I'm just going to give you all a moment to acclimate to the energies here, which are peaking right now as we speak. It is the 21st here in Australia. This portal is open and ready to activate parts within you that have been dormant, activating dormant DNA, ready to awaken, ready to step fully into your purpose. You have a journey ahead of you, and that's okay. We're going to call forth any beings and galactic energies that would like to come through at this time for this portal's light language transmission to help activate these dormant parts within you, to help release any stagnant energy that you have found hard to let go of. Now is the time to release. You may feel this energy breaking up. You may feel energies within you lighting up that you have never felt before. So just allowing these energies and these beings, which are just waiting to come in now, to come through and just feel into the transmission.
Kono da e shoi. Shonoko ne te koi. Shokone te e koi. Oro da kane e kono shotoiki. Kone ataya koi. Kanete e shono e ki a toi shotai. Kanoi ki. Shono e ki a tai toishi. Bororo riri shono e ki. Shoroko te yai. Kone ataya koi na shikite e kai. Ka I ano ka ni te ai koni. They're kind of saying right now, just prepare for more opening and breaking loose. And then I'm trying to clear my throat chakra out. I'm like, ugh, it's like trying.
They're just preparing everything, trying to get everyone on the same wavelength just to begin. There's some kind of deity here that sort of oversees this portal. You were meant to connect today.
Konete te shonoiki. Todo konete te shokotiti. Boro kodia tai. Shoto kodia te. Kororo shotia kai. Shoro kota te katia kai koti. Toto shonaya kai niati ati ati. Tia 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 shoto koti. Borora riri shonai ki. Konia tai shona katia te katia shokote. Toto koti titi shonaya ki. Shono konia tia tai shonai. Boro koni titi kai shoiti. Tokoni ati 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 shonai ki. Boro ni akani atia. Shokoni titi.
Just feeling these energies. You may feel tingling. Your feet may feel magnetized to the ground right now. You're about to bear witness to a lot on this planet. It is important that you come at this from a space without fear. Discernment over judgment. Yeah. It's important now more than ever to anchor your energies to our divine earth mother.
Kenete ari orore di shona yate koi. Shororore keriri di shototoko. Darere di shona yakati ti. Shotokoti yati. Bororore shini di. Shonona nini shonona di. Borore di koni. Shokoni ataya kai shokokoti. Bokani adi ati. Koti atai shokokoti kikete. Bokonia.
some of you may be afraid of connecting with spirit or with what we call extraterrestrial beings. You may want to start with connecting with your angels and know that these beings are just like angels. They are there to help you and support you and serve you.
Shakakati, Koneakai, Kone Teatiakuti, Shono Kone Shanayakai, Aniashokotia. Oshiki, Shokane Teakano Koti.
Feeling guided to pull a card. You go ahead if you have more to come through. I'm going to see what the following year has for as a collective. There is so much heart energy.
So they're saying that our bones are gonna, I've been getting this like something about the skeletal system, and that our bones are you're gonna start to feel like they're vibrating. If you haven't already,
Yes,
you will be feeling your skeletal system vibrating. So, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling that. And I started to tap because I was like, and it's pleasantly unpleasant.
yeah, I know.
So,
right?
yeah, so if you don't know what the EFT or the tapping, you can tap on acupressure points to help the body keep adjusting to the higher energies coming in. And it's just a very simple, easy technique. And if you want to know more of it, but you just go through the points and just tap and breathe.
Yeah. So I actually got a water card, which is interesting because isn't this Age of Aquarius about water?
Yeah. Yes.
It's interesting because I've been having, for me, I've been having dreams of these big tidal waves that basically take out the planet since I was a little girl. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I believe this is a past life memory from thousands of years ago, back when the people of Mu or the Lemurians first went underground, and a lot of them actually entered through the Mount Shasta portal, and they now live as inner Earth people. But we can still connect with them. Where was I going with that? That was weird. So water.
No, but I did hear a lot of Atlantean energy is present.
Yes.
So when you said the water, that was where my energy went. Oh, yeah, Aquarius, water,
Yeah.
Atlantis.
Yes. And a lot of you listening to this will have lived in a lifetime in Atlantis. And it's almost like we're recreating in our own different way how the Atlanteans used to live those thousands and thousands of years ago. They were very high vibrational. I believe they spoke through telepathy. They didn't need to use words. Really beautiful, beautiful, very highly psychic beings. And water is also, a conductor of energy, and to me, it also symbolizes not just emotions, but psychic abilities. And everyone is going to be up leveling in that way,
Yes,
remembering how to use your gifts.
for sure. And a lot of us that kind of think we remember are noticing a very large upswing in abilities in the last few weeks,
Yeah.
including myself. I'm like, oh, that's on hyperdrive. Wow. And having to try to finding new ways to ground has been super important lately as well.
Yes.
Yeah, new tips, new techniques.
Yeah, and if you're not sure, if you're just at the start of your journey and you're just waking up and just starting to remember, look for support. Rebecca and I both go live on her page, Leadership of Light, which is basically all about this. It's helping people to remember who they are, wake up, ascend, use your gifts. It's beautiful.
And it's definitely time.
It is time.
Oh.
It is so time.
One thing I tell people, it's like, do you want to be the driver of the car, or do you want to get drugged behind kicking and screaming? So, so you choose, and we
Yes.
will help you. Mm.
Yes. And it is a choice. Sometimes we're still sort of in that half sleep zone between sleep and awake, reality wise, and we think life is happening to us. It's not my fault that all this drama keeps happening, but a part of that waking up process is realizing that we have the choice to take back our power.
Yes.
So I'm just going
The
to
energy got all nice and quiet.
didn't it? Really
It
beautiful.
got soft, yeah.
I'm just going to check your page for comments because oh yeah, there's Patricia said, love your hair, Rebecca. Isn't it beautiful?
Thank you, thank you.
Hi.
My lovely friend had this cool fancy, I was like, I know what I want from Santa. Yes. I've been such a good girl.
It's really Have
I
you
love
noticed
it.
your throat has been clearing this week, like in preparation?
Oh, yeah, I've been having where I keep going hoarse and I'm thirsty and and I keep feeling like I'm losing my voice, and then a little bit of congestion
Yeah.
in my throat and my chest as well. And I'm like, is it energetic? Is it physical? And I have a way, and I was like, oh, all right, let's shift cells already.
Yeah.
Because on a cellular level, we're shifting.
We are
And that's
actually,
like the pleasantly unpleasant.
yes. Yes, and that's a really good
Mm.
point because we actually are embodying more light into our DNA, which means we are becoming more light than our actual physical form. It's a process, but it is happening.
It is.
We'll want to eat less. Like old habits will sort of just die. Things like that are going to happen with the more light that we embody. We just want to see what guidance might come through for this following year. Feels like it's really going to kick off.
Yeah.
this
It's like
new
fireworks.
age. Yeah, it's going to kick off this new age that we're stepping into, and those that know and are ready are going to have an easier time, is what I want to say.
Mm. There was what I was getting a few days ago is there's always been this kind of gray area that we've played in as humans, and it's that in between, like our duality. And I guess it was like kind of the bridge for hold on me. Well, they're saying like that gray is going to fall away and you'll know who's who, what's what. Like there's not going to be this fuzzy, I can go to that area because I don't want to choose, or I don't want to know. You're going to either have to know, or you're going to want to know, or it's going to be very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but there's a choice that you will ultimately be making, and it will be kind of taken out of, it's like, do you want to go easy way, or like I said, do you want your hands on the wheel, or do you want to get drugged kicking and screaming? Like, how do you want to actually ascend in this lifetime? And making the effort, like, yeah, I think I'd like it smooth and easy, and I'd like my hands on the wheels, the wheel of my little spiritual vehicle being the meat bag, your human body. Bring me the tools that I need.
Yeah. And
Point me in the direction, and I will go.
I do watch some people struggle very deeply in this area, really not taking ownership of life and what's happening. And like I
Yeah.
said, or like we both just said, you know, you always have a choice.
Yeah. You posted something about even when you don't make a choice, it's a choice. And I remember hearing that and thinking, what do you mean? And then I was realizing not making a choice is making a choice. And that was so brilliant. So it's like, be clear, make a choice. What do you want? Where do you want to go? How do you want to feel? How do you want it to look? How do you want to spend your days? Um, a lot of us are shifting really fast too. And I feel like it's better to sit down for 5 or 10 minutes and decide where do you want to work on, where do you want to go. And the energy's already speedy, but given this new portal energy, grab your ankles. It's gonna be, buckle in, because it's gonna be where you just know, you just know, you just know, you just know. And there'll be no more of this, I don't know. Because you do. You really know.
And ask yourself, but if I did know, what would it be? And that's often
Yeah,
when,
my mentor would say, if you were to guess, and I'm like, my ego knows you're trying to trick it.
yeah,
He'd laugh, he'd laugh. If you were
I
just a
my
guess.
clients, they're like, I don't know. I'm
Mm,
like, yeah, but if you did know, what would the answer be? What
yeah,
would
if
the
you were
answer
just a guess. Hmm. That's such a funny. Okay, let's see what this isn't going to be as hard as you think it is. It's going to be easy or than expected, but sitting and setting the vibration or the frequency with intention is going to be like, what are they saying? Like the best way to do it. So, how do you want to feel? So, how do you want to feel? Then being clear on the intention, but lining up the energy by your feelings and your intention before you go into physical motion. And that's always been a struggle for me, because I'm like, I'm gonna go, 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 go. And then I'm like, why does this feel like swimming upstream? Oh, because energetically and egotistically I'm not on board yet. So I'm trying to make it work. Instead of sitting and lining it up in the head and the heart, which then aligns the energy, then going in that direction.
Yeah, I'm the same. I will default back to workaholism because
Yeah.
it's my natural, it's my default. And I really have to pull myself back on a daily basis and go, okay, it's okay not to do anything right now.
Yeah.
Just connect in. And that's when you get more powerful guidance on your next step anyway.
Yeah.
So Judy said that you have a really beautiful white light around you. Sarah has blue white. um, Patricia said, can we ask questions? It's kind of off topic. Why is Paul Walker and Mark selling with me? Talking with you? Or Paul Walker and Mark?
Because you want them to. Because your intention and your feeling is that it gives you comfort and you want it. You want them to. And so they do.
Yeah, if anyone else has
They
any
come,
questions, sorry,
I
go ahead.
mean, energies come when you call them. And in some way, on a conscious or subconscious or unconscious level, You called them to you.
Mm.
And that's that ownership thing. It's if it's like, oh, they came to me because I'm special. Okay, well, yes, your ego loves that. Yay. But subconsciously, on a spiritual level, they have something that your energy needs. And you asked for them.
And you can ask anyone, any being to come to you
Mhm.
at any time. And
Yeah.
because in the realm and in the space that they're in, there's no concept, there is no time and space. So they really can just consciously be with you.
Yeah.
Humans too.
Yeah. Yep. Whoever, whenever, there's no time or space. It's just energy, vibration, frequency. What do you want? What do you need? Where do you want to go? I was thinking about to come more in alignment with this energy of the portal. I was trying to feel if the guides had a certain like technique or process for connecting us so that, we should bring it into our DNA. Wonder if we should just like I don't know if we should download or hook it.
It's,
It almost feels like pulling the portal energy into the DNA.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Something about 12 strands.
Yeah.
I wonder how many strands we actually have, because people have theories that we have like, I don't know, I've heard we have like 144, 12, but I think we have more DNA than we can even
Yeah,
imagine on our.
that's exactly right. And
Yeah.
it's about upgrading to those higher levels of strand, or I don't even know how to say it, but it's like the higher you ascend, the more strands will be activated, sort of thing.
Hmm.
Or you can just
You know,
intend that it's so. Activate
yeah,
it.
you can always, I mean, there was a gal where her energy said, I need 2 sets of major chakras. And through intention and her energy said she needed that, we added 2 root chakras, 2 solar plexuses, and through intention, so it is.
I really
And
love
then the next day she's like, oh, I'm feeling a little down. And I said, no, you're actually grounded and like centered. And she goes, oh, I was wondering what was going on. Oh my God, that makes so much sense. And I was like, it's because of those 2. And she goes, I forgot we did that. She goes, oh, now that totally, now, yep, I get it. It was so funny. So whatever you want or need, you have the ability to create and do. So I want to bring in this energy for this portal to come to integrate into my physical body any way that it needs to reach like, my highest potential, I guess. Yeah. I was going to say human, but I was like, highest potential period on all levels, I guess. Why not? Let's take that car for a ride. No, oh, I hope you have insurance. No, just kidding. Um, yeah, let's just close our eyes, relax, and ask for. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, so to get the full benefit of the energy that this portal has to offer, to integrate it calmly, smoothly, and it's weird to keep hearing that it needs to be thorough, like
yeah.
needs to be like thorough or deeply.
Yeah, like holy.
Yeah, yeah.
Completely integrate.
Trying to feel how we want to go about this though, and I'm not getting. anything yet.
I'm the same. It's like after the transmission finished, it was almost like, okay, that's all you need. There is like a layer of next year that they don't want us to fully tap into yet,
Hmm.
because they want us to sort of go with it. It's interesting.
So maybe we just say to fully integrate the energy on a cellular level.
Yes. And it's happening already with you talking about it.
Yeah, I can feel it. That's why I went all like dar dar dar.
Yeah.
I can't even put it into words now. I'm like, all right, so we're just gonna breathe and hold space together and just ask that you get to fully integrate as much as you can possibly take on or take in at this time of the energy from the portal, and just relax and kind of lean back and just see what happens in your own individual energy. What do you see? What do you feel? And just I'm open to allowing myself to fully connect and integrate.
It feels like now is the time we can connect with that unified field, because we all are a part of that. And that by doing that, everyone will sort of get a good dose of this energy by consciously connecting them to that field of consciousness, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah. There's definitely some things happening in the brain. I noticed that I was having a hard time uh, connecting some things on a visual and communication. I noticed that there was some things, and I was like, what's going on here? Now it's starting to make sense that there's a lot shifting in the physical brain, but also in the ego mind that's going on. And then that throat chakra.
Yeah. Doing this for all beings who are open to it.
Ooh. I make me burp now.
Keep you
Mm.
on.
Yeah, there's a lot coming in.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, how to explain it? It's like, I don't want to say the eye of a storm, because it's not quite that, but you know, that space of just nothingness. It almost feels like that.
Like a void. The void.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh. I just kept seeing like galactic beings, starships, like fully making themselves known, because they've always been here, but we are going to start noticing them even with our physical eyes now. like we will move away from UFO sightings to that just being a normal part of our life on Earth.
Whew.
Almost can't describe it.
Definitely going to notice some. Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say we're going to be coexisting with these galactic beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've always been assisting, supporting, and observing in their own ways, but now it'll be like that's just the way that it is.
Yeah. It'll be the new norm.
Yeah. They were telling me that over the next few days, you'll really be at peace about all the information that starts to come in. I mean, it's that you know, you've always known, now it's like, yeah, I know. So your heart really starts to open and expand, and you're going to see some distance between your thoughts and your reactions and the ego and the belief system, and you're going to start to notice and observe more what you've put in place as far as beliefs, experiences, memories. There'll be a distance there so that you can learn and grow faster than being so tied up with, well, that's the thing, that's the way that I thought it was. Now it's like, okay, maybe that's not the way that I thought it was, and then you'll start observing more like from the heart, like, feeling what feels right for you and what doesn't feel right, even though you have a memory that may support otherwise.
Yes, exactly. And it'll be like trauma. What trauma? It'll be like that was another lifetime to you, things like that.
Yeah.
The things we've been
You won't
slow.
be so attached.
Yes.
Yeah.
Judy said, I always thought that's where our brilliant science came from. It is. Channeling information, a lot of brilliant scientists didn't even know they were actually receiving that new idea from those beings to help with the ascension of the planet. It's like they might not have consciously known that, but they did. They received that information.
All kinds of technology.
Yeah, and there was something about they actually gave us the technology for, I want to say free energy, but it might have been something else, many years ago, and the person that they gave it to didn't use it for the highest discretion of the planet, and that's when we got, I don't know if it was Hiroshima or something, but it was like the atomic bomb, right? That was supposed to be a really awesome spiritual technology to use for something else. It might have been free energy. Yeah, but the human did that with it. Yeah. So we didn't pass that test.
Well, then they're like, well, let's try a different human. No. Because they do want to get us the information, but it's like, well, I thought that, well, it's not that the human, each human being has the ability to tie into the ethers or the higher realms of knowledge, and then the universe doesn't judge if that's a good or bad human. It's just somebody was in vibrational alignment to pluck it down from, like, if you want to call it like a eternal library of knowledge, then it's like, well, yeah, we don't, let's not use it that way.
It's trying to see if there's anything else, but it's really just sort of gone like,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah, but it was
yeah.
yeah, built up and then it just went whoop, all quiet. Any more questions or?
Samantha said, I've heard Atlantis misused crystal energy and started making animal human hybrids. They got shut down hard time. Hard. I don't know if it was the Atlanteans or another race. The Anunnaki? I want to say that. I know that they misused animal human hybrids. I do believe that that's happened because we see really strange beings in the forest, right? Ones we haven't truly discovered yet. And I believe that's sort of coming from that sort of like a hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they misused the crystal energy. I'm getting a no. I don't think it was them. Because the Atlanteans did coexist with other beings at that time.
What was it? They were always felt like the Atlanteans were, I can't think of a better phrase, but too beyond their time. And so that was one reason. Wasn't the right time or place.
Yeah, they tried, but there was a few different star races trying to use Earth as an experiment, and we were having all these, clashes. But we are coming back into that sort of energy now. Yeah, it's just gone all like, that's enough. Off you go.
Yeah, they're like, well, that's all you guys are getting tonight. No. Which was quite a bit. I think that's quite a bit to wrap our minds around and spend some time just, breathing and connecting and being still. And notice what's going on in your physical body, in your skeletal system, in your mind. And, go check into your chakras and stuff, but actually check in on the physical body. And you're going to be like, oh, shit. Yeah, there's some stuff going down.
Yeah, that came through yesterday. I was running a circle, and that is exactly what came through. Connecting with your body. How does your body feel? Where does it feel tense? Yeah.
No.
Fun part. All right, everyone.
I'm
going to end the live there. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in and we can come back and answer them for you. Sending you lots of love. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.